Is cold calling the most effective way to contact commercial and multifamily property owners, and what are other ways to reach out to private owners of commercial and multifamily properties? So cold calling is very effective. You have to build that relationship. You have to strike up the conversation. So you're going to have to get on the phone at some point to talk to the owners of commercial multifamily properties if you're trying to get off-market deals. That's what the brokers do. They pick up the phone, they call them, they build a relationship, and they stay in touch. They follow up, they follow through. But there are other ways that you can market to off-market property owners, direct to seller for multifamily and commercial. You can send letters, but you need to make sure that the letters are on professional letterhead, that you're not sending the typical direct mail postcards, direct mail letters that just look like junk mail, because a lot of people sort their mail over the trash. You want them to open it. You want it to look professional, so you have to address it to them in a way that it looks like a professional letter from an organization or an enterprise that's going to prompt them to want to open it. Direct mail is expensive. It has a very low response rate, so you got to send a lot of volume if you expect to get any kind of a response out of it. Postcards can work, can be effective, but again, it's hit or miss. So in the whole scheme of marketing, you want to be top of mind. So if you're consistently sending postcards, mailing, calling, emailing, those types of things, you're going to be in front of them. You're going to be at the forefront of their mind. So they may be likely or more likely to take your phone call when you do call. If you've sent them mail, then you can call following up on the mailing campaign that you've sent. Some of the other ways are to talk to professionals that are in the industry that service these multifamily and commercial property owners, like property management companies, other types of vendors and suppliers that serve the properties, like landscapers, property maintenance companies, engineers, closing attorneys, title companies, people like that would know who these multifamily property owners are and commercial property owners are that may be potentially looking to sell at some point. Appraisers are a good source, landscapers, environmental consultants. There's a number of different types of vendors that serve commercial and multifamily property owners that you can reach out to find out if they know anybody who's selling a property, including realtors as well as property management companies. Realtors will have off-market listings, pocket listings, where they know of a property that's for sale, but the owner does not want to list the property, but they'll pay that realtor a fee for bringing them a buyer, or you'll have to compensate that realtor for introducing you to a seller that's interested in selling but does not want to list. So those are some of the ways to find commercial and multifamily off-property or off-market direct to seller commercial and multifamily properties. Those are some of the resources. So yes, cold calling is number one, and I don't even call it cold calling. You're just building a relationship. You're picking up the phone, you're calling people, you're making contacts. It is a contact sport. It's a relationship business. So you want to pick up the phone, you want to strike up a conversation with these owners and sellers and just get to know them and stay in front of them, and always ask them, do you have any other property you'd like to sell, or do you know anybody who has any property they'd like to sell? And then ask them when you can follow up again if they're not interested in selling now. Everybody is a seller at some point. Everybody liquidates at some point. So the fortune is in the follow-up. You've heard that before. You want to consistently follow up and follow through with your list. And it all depends on the type of property and the owner and what they tell you in terms of how often to follow up. It could be something that you're going to do once a month, once a year, twice a year. It really depends. So you want to have a conversation with that seller, with that owner, get to know them, what their goals are, what their future looks like, and that will help you set a follow-up schedule. And make sure you have their permission. Just say, hey, I'd love to follow up with you in the future. Do you mind if I give you a call in 6 months, 1 year, 1 month, whatever it is? They could be in the process of a transaction now. So, hey, do you mind if I follow up with you in a couple of weeks to make sure the transaction goes through? So get out there, reach out. The phone is the first and foremost, the best way to build those relationships. You can send letters, you can send postcards. They are not as effective as picking up the phone and calling, and being honest with people and just letting them know that you're genuinely interested in them, their property, getting to know them, and helping them achieve their goal and solve their issues, whatever that may be, and then follow up and follow through.